So, rather than trying to paint Premier Danielle Smith as a conspiracy theorist for her daring to call out the World Economic Forum's ties to Alberta Health Services, our legacy media outlets should be demanding to know why the organization was involved in provincial agencies at all. We can't expect that sort of critical thinking from our legacy media outlets, though, can we? There's some wild conspiracy theories out there involved in the WEF. Practically every public figure on Earth has been exposed on social media of being a patsy for the WEF one time or another. Hell, even I've been accused of it occasionally on Twitter. I've seen conspiracies tying the WEF to everything from mind control efforts to sneaking microchips into unsuspecting vaccine recipients. Now, the white noise of fringe conspiracy theorists has allowed the WEF and its odious agenda to slide under the radar. What they have is a conspiracy right out in the wide open. There's no need to concoct theories about their agenda. Their prime mandate lately has been the Great Reset. They want to take advantage of the crisis brought about by the pandemic to reset the world's economic system and impose socialism. It's no conspiracy. Just go to their website. They have it right there, front and center. Now, this notion could be just dismissed as an aspiration of some think tank that, if we didn't hear that world leaders, though, including Justin Trudeau, parroting it, we have to then take their agenda more seriously. The WEF put out a notorious video telling us you will own nothing and you will be happy. This group also celebrated the empty roads caused by the lockdowns and implied that it's a good thing. Klaus Schwab is the founder of the elite group, and he makes no bones about his intent to see global governance under socialism. His annual gatherings in Switzerland bring world political and business leaders together, and Schwab loves to brag about how he's penetrated world governments, including Canada's. In a video, Schwab said, "I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that more than half of his cabinet, or even more than half of his cabinet, are actually young global leaders." Now, he's referring to the WEF Young Global Leaders program and implying that most of the Canadian cabinet is part of it. How is this supposed to be taken lightly or dismissed? It's a foreign person talking about controlling our government. Even if he isn't controlling it, we got to dismiss these guys or distance ourselves from them. Now, let's assume that the WEF doesn't really have the influence it claims it does. Schwab's certainly something of a blowhard. What if it really is just a group of big-talking rich folks who like to talk big and meet every year and don't really influence governments that much? Well, in that case, what the hell was the WEF doing tied to the Alberta healthcare system? The WEF is not a world medical organization. They're an activist group. There's dozens of qualified organizations that can take an advisory role with the local health systems, but the WEF isn't one of them. Why were they chosen to partner with Alberta at any level, and by who? What was the intention? AHS can't even manage to get ambulances to dying citizens on time. They have more pressing things to do with their time than spend time and money on coalitions with the World Economic Forum. Even if the WEF coalition had no impact on Alberta's health system, there's no reason they should be connected to it in any way. This is a very questionable organization. Now, Premier Smith correctly tossed the coalition out of the AHS and called them out. And for doing that, our legacy media and socialist activists, of course, have been trying to paint Smith as a crazed conspiracy theorist. Thankfully, Smith is standing firm. I don't think that the WEF is as influential as some people believe it is. But when the organization has its tendrils all the way down into a provincial healthcare system, it has to be assumed their reach is pretty wide. There's questions to be asked, but the establishment media in Alberta is asking the wrong ones. We won't.
You can become a Western Standard member for just $10 a month or $99 a year for unlimited access.
Alberta Prosperity Project is dedicated to protecting Alberta's world-class energy sector and has invited Alex Epstein, American author of the best-selling new book, Fossil Future, to speak on the importance of fossil fuels and the vital role they play in our economy. Join us on Friday, October 28th at the Westin Calgary Airport for Beef and Beer with Alex Epstein. You will not want to miss this. Buy your tickets at www.albertaprosperityevents.com today.